He's like a little kid.
I know.
He's still
How old is he?
9.
He hasn't hit middle age yet.
Now what's interesting, and I didn't see that until she had weight on her back. So weight, you know, if you talk, weight made a difference. So if somebody were to watch her on the ground and take her through a range of motion, they might, you know, for what little bit I did, it didn't jump out like it did. So weight exacerbates the problem. Just a little trot on the right, and we're going to wind her down one time. We're going to see how it looks. I don't want to be unfair to her. So we're going to look at it once, and then make a judgment call about whether we trot a second time on this right rein. Okay. Trot 10 feet.
That's worse than I
And then
think.
wind her down.
I hear her clicking.
Up and out, up and out. Turn, up, hand above the elbow. There you go. See how that engages your hip and now you have leverage? Yeah. When your hand is below your, there you go, and release. When your hand is below your elbow, a horse can take you. Up and out, you stand a chance of getting the turn and bend. Okay. I won't feel comfortable trotting her a second time on that hind leg because she's pretty short.
Yeah, I was just telling Linda, that's the short.
Because once you get quadriceps and you maintain them, it holds the stifle ligament tighter.
So the joint doesn't.
Right. But see, when you lose that, and then they do something stupid out in the ice and snow and crap, they're going to be irritated, inflamed. So then you got to reduce the inflammation, but you got to keep training too, as long as it's not chronic, meaning, you know, your injection should have removed the inflammation.
Yeah.
But if you have a chronic inflammation, there's a point in the exercise where you got to move forward, go back, move forward, go back. So you're not creating, like she has to sit. Well, to sit is going to make her sore. Fact. Right? So you accept that. But you don't make her sit the same way the next day. That's what I mean.
You
That's
stress.
what rehab is about. It's not just this one thing. It's a cumulative effect of all the things. How is she loading? Is she working from both hind legs on your heel? At some point when you start getting her to sit more, make sure, you know, 2 days a week you do the same thing. You don't do it every day the same. So that she's always loading and resting and loading and resting. So there's pushing power and loading power, variations, and light, moderate, hard difficulty. Does that make sense? I mean, that's really, that cross training is really how you make an event horse, but that's how you maintain an event horse. And when she gets sore, it's, I'm not saying don't let her rest, but sometimes giving her more than 2 days off is not a good idea for stifles. Weak stifle is a 6-day-a-week horse. I mean, that's just the reality of, you know, the type of horse you have.
And then,
better worker.
Yeah.
You're going to waste your money. You know, I don't want to do crossovers.
Yeah.
I mean, 2 weeks. That's why I asked you.
Yeah, I do it, but I didn't know the intensity as to what.
I don't know either. Okay. I want to see how the stifle moves. So remember, we talk about the function of the stifle, and you know, like you said, you know, once around, and Griselle could see it. Well, you could see it too. Yeah. You knew it was there all along, and you could see it more on, you know, one side than the other. So again, you got to make them move that way for the musculature to build. So her quad function right there is pretty good.
She looks better than I've seen her in a long time do that.
So to me, when I say, okay, behavioral or physical, and I see that stifle move that smooth.
Yeah, that's the best.
Why wouldn't you work her?
Have you seen her look like that?
Well, I haven't seen her from back here.
Right, because you're always doing it.
Yeah.
Let's see her on that side. And see, that lifting up and out is stifle too. But you see how she does cut. See, it goes out and in, out and in. Now, hold her and watch. He's quarter horse, so he's got more quad anyway. But I'm going to come around with his right hind, and you watch his stifle function. I'll come around to you so you can see. See how different his shape is?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what have you got to do? What does his pelvis structure do? It's not just shoeing either.